I always, even though I love C and I like C, I sometimes search for other languages to see if there's some sort of a replace for C or something better than C. But sometimes, and so far so bad, because well, I think Go probably is the strongest C competitor in the world. Go, the Golang programming language, but still not in all areas because Go is not that low level, but it's simple as well. I'm not a Go programmer, but from what I read and learned, I think Go is the most similar to C. There's also a new language called B. This B. Um, and it's that's more of a replace to C. But the problem with that is that it is new. It is too new, and it's not really optimized yet. But I think what's cool about B is that it you can translate your C code to B with a tool they have called B2C. Like B, the number two, the letter B, the number two, and then the letter C. B2C. Or C to B, actually, sorry. C to B, right? Because you're translating from C to B. And I guess it can do the opposite as well. And I did that with a program that I not with these programs that I'm using here, but with other programs, with another program that I wrote a couple of weeks ago. And well, it translated it, but I haven't run it yet. It looks similar to C, but it eliminated my header files. That's one. I mean, for a beginner, coming from a beginner in B, which I haven't written B at all, the most like visible change was that my header files were gone. So B apparently does not have header files. So if you had like hello.c and hello.h, then that gets translated in just one hello.b file. I mean, yeah, apparently B has some security checks that doesn't have. So apparently B, I think, is promising to be an actual complete replace to C. But for now, it is, well, it's right. You have to learn a new language. You have to learn new tools, and you still you're not sure that the language will succeed and will not die. So, and the quality of the compilers and so on are not great yet. So, I will keep an eye on B. Maybe I'll try it in a half a year or so. But for now, I'll stick to C. Okay. So, um, yes, I was. There's lots of comparisons online of programming languages, right? So let's check here. Sorry by the way that I have lots of tabs opened. Um, so say programming languages by memory usage. That's for me. That's a very important metric, and I'd say there's some sort of in images. I think there was some. Probably this one. Oh, okay. I don't know about this. What's GM? Probably it's memory. Probably it's memory. It should. Nah, I don't think it's memory because Java uses a lot more memory. But it's Java 6. Maybe not. Well, in any case, it's too old. So this one. Let me make me a bit smaller. If you have questions of anything, just ask them in the comments. A bit larger. Well, I think that's okay, right? Yeah. So it says normalized global results for energy, time, and memory. So there's some sort of benchmarks actually in the paper that I read actually the paper like I think 2 days ago or something, or yesterday, I don't remember. But well, this is kind of the summary of what happened, and say well classified in terms of energy, time, and memory usage. So in terms of energy, you can see that C. I think this is in joules. This is in joules. So sorry for the background noises about here in my city. Sometimes there is like people that go in their cars speaking in speakers that ask you if you have something to sell. Yeah. Okay. Um. So energy, C uses the least energy, right? I mean, these languages down here for me, it just I see them as a joke, really. I mean, Perl 79. Of course, they have different use cases, right? But still, I I am not the kind of person that wants to learn like 10 different languages or so. I would like to learn two. Okay. What is sad, the saddest part about this energy thing, which I'm, well, may not be well benchmarked, but so far it seems it is, um, that Go uses too much energy right here. If you can see, Go 3.23. I think this is in joules because I read a paper. I remember it was joules. 3 joules for some amount of time, whatever. So this is a bit too much, probably. I mean, it's 3 times C. But of course, I guess that won't be the case with larger programs, probably, because 3 it's too much, right? But well, at least for smaller programs, for something, it is true. Then we have C sharp. Let me close this. I have a door opened, so let me close it. Okay, so well, the programs that I would consider from in this energy, well, I think are from Go and App. Go and App, I would say. By the way, I don't know what this small letter at the beginning means. C C C C B B I. I don't know what is compiled. Compiled. Python interpreted. And B, what's B? Virtual machine. Oh, that's why Java is B. Oh, compiled. So Java is the fastest virtual language. So no compiled language. The problem, you say, well, Java is the best. Just choose Java. I mean, from hearing you say, well, Java is just less than 2 times C. I mean, the obvious choice for me here is Java. If I just look at the energy, it's all day long Java. The problem, and also in time, is wow, Java's here. Wow, is amazing. You say, wow, Java. I will choose Java, right? The problem is the memory, and you see Java in memory, and it is down here, 6. That's offensive to me. I actually went on because I have some Java, or well, now Kotlin code translated from Java to Kotlin because well, IntelliJ was telling me to do it, and I said, well, let's find out what happens. Then I learned Kotlin. It was not that hard actually, but well, Java and Kotlin, I think they use about the same amount of memory, I guess. But um, I went out to build my version of the OpenJ9, JDK, and JRE, so that it uses less memory. And yes, it indeed used less memory because my program was sometimes going to up to 280 megabytes. And then after I just run the program in this new Java, I mean, this is a new Java that uses less memory, it went down to 150 megabytes. So that is almost a 40, I think 45% decrease in memory usage just from switching my JVM to a more efficient JVM. But still, it is too much sometimes for me. Sometimes that's the problem. I mean, if Java was around 2 or 3 around here, around this area, I will not code in any other programming language than Java or Kotlin. I would use Java, but that's not the case. That's not the case. And really, the memory usage is for me is very important to be reduced. I really value low memory usage because the program can scale better, be more performant, um, use less resources, so you can have multiple programs running on the same machine. I mean, and generally just scale better. I mean, multiply that 6 times, I know, 100 or 1,000 or 1 million. Those can be client servers, whatever, instances, whatever. That's too much. That's too much. And I'm sure some there should be ways to reduce even more the memory used by Java and by, well, not really Java, by JVM languages, should I say? Because now I use more Kotlin than Java, and I'm talking about that. So for JVM languages, for the JVM probably, or JVM languages, I don't know. There should be ways of reducing memory even more, but they are just, the language is not designed for that. The language in the JVM is designed for using lots and lots of memory. That is why we go to other options here. Okay, you say, well, now go back to energy and say, well, the Java is great at energy but use too much memory. Okay, so then find by memory. Okay, so Java 6 too much, JavaScript, well, too much. They say, well, around here I'm kind of comfortable. Like with C Sharp is a lot better, right, than Java. And Java and C Sharp is Microsoft Java, so it's not that bad. But I still don't really use Microsoft products because I'm on Linux and code for Linux and Android, and I would prefer to use, I mean, C, C++, or C, Go. Actually, C, Go, or Kotlin are the languages I would prefer to use. But well, these are more decent. Well, Python uses low memory, but then Python is slow and uses lots of energy. But okay, so then I have Rust, which Rust is okay if you're a C++ developer. I think Rust is more of a replacement for C++ than it is for C. So Ada, I think it is okay, but I think there's no tooling for that, as no one uses it, right? So C++, yeah, I mean, I think if you're learning C++, I think if you like C++, I will probably be switching to Rust, probably. I don't know, for some cases, but I don't really like C++ either. So Fortran's too old and too not really elegant. C is elegant. Go kind of acceptable, and Pascal is not really very used. So from this perspective, I am only left with C and Go, right? Okay, and also Go here in time. We have how fast they are. Lua, Python, these are just too slow. Probably something from JavaScript onwards would be acceptable, but if you need a bit more performance, you will go probably from C sharp onwards and up. And Go is not bad here, but here Java, you see the Java is a bit faster than Go. I think this can vary. I think Go can be faster than Java in some cases. I think Java deserves to be shout out here in terms of its performance optimization. Performance wise, Java is very, very good performance wise, but not memory usage wise. That's very, very bad. So, well, Rust, as I told you, well, it's kind of fine, but it's like not as clean and as simple as C or Go, right? So, so yes, the problem with Go also is that it uses too much energy, and yeah, I think Go, Java, or C, and Kotlin, of course. Go, Java, and Kotlin are the ones that I would use. And Go, Java, Kotlin, and of course C are my favorite languages, I would say. If I had to choose, I would choose one of those. Um, yes, I was yesterday as well asking ChatGPT about the disadvantages of C, and it mentioned some disadvantages. He mentioned like 8, but from those 8, only 2 or 3 were relevant to me. The other were not really disadvantages. But I think the ones that I'm talking about, are the undefined behavior because it doesn't have bound checking that I experienced with scanf that messed up function later in memory. That's one. That's the most important, probably. Then others that non-error checking and non-namespace, well, not good namespace, not good error checking, error handling, error exception, whatever, exception handling. Those are things that the say, well, it's something that you'll have to do yourself. Define your way of checking errors, like your own standard of checking errors in C, and your own way of dealing with namespaces. And I think I'm not an expert in this, but I think B doesn't use global variables. So I think it's easier in terms of namespaces there. And probably B is also great in exception handling. I don't know, but hopefully, I probably it is. And it is definitely better in undefined behavior. So B is not here because B is too new, too new. But I don't know if I can have B lang. Let's see. Versus Rust. No, sorry, I was searching this the other day, but there's not good information about B benchmarks really. And sometimes it was faster and sometimes it was slower. So here is I think the official um the official website of the B programming language. I think this language has good taste. So see here, small and easy to build compiler. B can be both bootstrapped in order in a second by compiling its code translated to C with a simple CC BC. No libraries or dependencies needed. For comparison, space and time required to build each compiler. The Go compiler, 1 minute and 33 seconds. Rust compiler, 45 minutes. GCC, 50 minutes. Clang, 60 minutes. Swift 90 minutes, and B less than 1 second. Wow. Flexible memory management. B avoids doing unnecessary allocations in the first place by using value types, string buffers, promoting a simple abstraction-free code styles. There are 4 ways to manage memory in B. The default is minimal and well-performing tracing JC, garbage collection, right? Tracing GC. But I'm not an expert in that. The second way is auto-free. It can be enabled with auto-free. It takes care of most objects, 90 to 100%. The compiler inserts necessary free calls automatically during compilation, remaining small percentage of objects free to be a garbage collection. The developer doesn't need to change anything in their code. It just works like Python, Go, or Java, except there's no heavy garbage collection tracing everything, or expensive RC for each object. For developers willing to have more low-level control, memory can be managed manually with GC known. Wow. A random allocation is via B prealloc. Wow. Interesting. They translated Doom to B and building it in under a second. Wow. Well, there's lots of, features about B. So I think we should give it a try. I think it's a worthy opponent. It's a worthy competitor. I think so. What's built with B? B is itself written in B. Binix, a minimalistic open source OS that can already run Bash, GCC, and B. BSQL, a single file SQL database written in pure B with no dependencies. C to B translator. I told you about this one. This tool can already translate entire original Doom. C++ support is planned as well. Okay. It does full automatic conversion to human readable code. Yes, but I would say 90% readable code or 80% readable code. Gitly. Open source, light and fast alternative to Github or GitLab. Bigram, a bot library for Telegram bot API. BTensor library, an n-dimensional tensor data structure, sophisticated reduction, element-wise and accumulation operations, data structures that can easily be passed to C libraries, powerful linear algebra routines backed by BSL. Bolt, native desktop client for Slack, Skype, Matrix, Telegram, Twitch, and many more services. Bed, open source 1 megabyte editor with the performance of Sublime Text. Core utils in B, programs equivalent to GNU core utils written 100% B. BUI, cross-platform widget toolkit. Forum, right now it's very basic forum blogging software, but it will be a full-featured light alternative to Discourse. I think it should be Discourse. I don't know about this. I thought it sounded like Discord, but I don't know. The B forum runs on Borum. Okay. Awesome B, accurate list of B frameworks, libraries, and software. The B scientific library with a great variety of different modules. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. You can support them on Patreon, PayPal, and GitHub if you want. Example documentation, tutorials, standard library, docs, BPM, forum, blog, playground. Well, we talked a lot about B. We talked about it's the only probably really good competitor to C. So why not just try it? So here's a question that says, is B still fast? Monitoring compilation speed for each commit. I think B is one of the fastest compilation in terms of compilation. Probably the fastest language that I've seen in terms of compilation. I mean, C is also very fast in terms of compilation, but I think as we saw just a couple of minutes ago, the C compiler is orders of magnitude more complex than the B compiler. It is running on a free tier AWS T2 micro instance. One virtual CPU, typical desktop hardware is 2 or 3 times faster. Source code fast.b, older stats. So I don't know what this is, or commits for some benchmark, I guess. Fixed envelope map, okay. But things you need to compare this to something else, right? To other language, because I don't know how fast this means. I mean, I don't know how fast is 891 megabytes per disk, because I don't know, right? But well, this is the lines, the number of lines per second, which sounds like a lot, like 100,000. It's a lot of lines per second, right? I think it's a great. It seems to be great. Now I'll try to test it. Okay. The B programming language 0.4 beta version. Simple, fast, safe, compiled for developing maintainable software. First, it says simple, not fast. Right? So on GitHub, it has 34,000 stars. It's a lot. I mean, let me zoom out a bit. Okay. The B programming language. Simplicity, fast compilation. 500 lines of code per second. Easy to develop, B compiles itself in less than a second. Performance as fast as C. I don't think it is as fast as C, but in some things it may be as fast as C, but in others it's still not, so far from what I researched. But I'll have to test myself, of course, to be sure, to know for sure. So safety, no nulls, no globals, no global variables, no undefined behavior, immutability by default. C2B translation, how code reloading, flexible memory management, cross-platform UI library, built-in graphics, easy cross-compilation, rep-l, build ORM, built-in, C and JavaScript backend. Great for writing low-level software, Phoenix OS. The stability guarantee and feature changes. Despite being in an early development stage, the B language is relatively stable and has backwards compatibility guarantee, meaning that the code you write today is guaranteed to work within a month, a year, or 5 years from now. What about 20 years? There's still may be minor syntax changes before the 1.0 release, but they will be handled automatically via BFMT as has been done in the past. The bCore APIs, primarily the OS module, will still have minor changes until they are stabilized in 1.0. Of course, the APIs will grow after that, but without breaking existing code. Unlike many other languages, B is not going to be always changing, with new features being introduced and old features modified. It's always going to be small and simple languages, very similar to the way it is right now. Sounds good. Installing B from source, this is the preferred method. Okay, let's do it this way. Linux, Mac OS, Windows, BSD, Solaris, WSL, etc. Usually installing B is quite simple if you have an environment that already has a functional Git installation. To get started, simply execute the following in your terminal shell. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's copy it. I'm sorry because actually I think I can launch a terminal here so you can still see my face. Okay. I should probably do this in apps. Probably. So we're cloning into B. Okay, let's see what's the next thing. Well, cdb and make. Is that all? Well, that should be it, and you should find your be executable path. And in the hit file on Windows make, means running make that bad. Now you can try hello world or control PC notes. B is constantly being updated. To update B, simply run B app. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Okay. Is this the place? Okay. So cdb make. Oh. What happened? Why? I'm sorry. What happened here? Oh, I'm sorry. I was using the wrong terminal. I was using the wrong window here in my window manager. So it's downloading B. As you can see, my internet connection is not that fast, but it should be ready in less than, I don't know, 20 seconds or something. And well, simply as it said, it's simple. I only have to say make, and then I have to say B app to update it, apparently. So yeah, let's see how it goes. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. Okay, resolving deltas. Great, it's done. Okay. Not that small, not that big. Okay, here we are. So make. By the way, this computer is old, so let's see how fast it is. Make. It's doing something, it's getting more code. I think it's getting more code. Why? I don't know. But well, it has a simple structure, I guess. It's getting some tools, I guess. I don't know what's getting. Yeah. Some sort of compilers. It's compiling with C compiler. Can I see how much CPU is using? This is an almost 10 years old. Wow, my memory is almost full, so let me free some cache. And to free cache, I have a script that's called mem. Okay, that was better. What's using that much memory? Xorg. I mean, I don't know why Xorg uses too much memory. I have lost ChatGPT. Why Xorg is using too much memory? Xorg memory leaks. It seems it's definitely a memory leak. I'm trying to build this. I'm trying to fix this because it's not acceptable, right? Unplugging your USB hub. Probably these USB devices that I have connected are causing it. I don't know. What the hell? Maybe that maybe be it. However, I have already a couple of problems with this Debian installation, so I probably reinstall it one of these days. Well, to be fair, it is not bad. Debian is not bad. I did lots of things to this machine, and it's up like at least 3 years, probably 4. So for 4 years, I'm okay that the system lasts me for years. I don't know. I think I will just reinstall it. Yeah, I'll just reinstall the system. Sometimes you say, well, why this is using too much memory? And the forums and online say it's not too much. are you saying not used memory is wasted memory? That's not um, that's stupid. Yeah, to say that. You know why? Because I am using a computer with an operating system. That means I can have 1 million apps opened at the same time. So if one app uses too much memory, that is a concern because I decide how many apps I want to be opened at the same time, right? It is not some sort of single purpose thing that as long as you don't feel the memory is fine. No, that's not the case. Well, there's some people that have bad taste, I would say. I don't know. Okay, so I will just reinstall it. So, okay. Here we can quit this. Okay, B has been successfully built. Okay, great. Now I say B or /B. It says, welcome to the B REPL. For help with B itself, type exit, then Ruby help. Note B is highly experimental. Oh, the REPL. What is REPL? Oh, I think this is some sort of what's called an interpreter or something. What is BREPL? Read eval print loop. Oh, okay, yeah, it's kind of like an interpreter or whatever. I probably interpreted kind of, I would say. I don't know if that's the correct name, but works like that. Okay, so let's move B to my bin directory so it can be used from anywhere. Okay, I'm using Nemo as my file manager. Cause it works for me. Where it is? Okay, apps. B. We will copy B, which is this. How big it is? 11 megabytes. Sounds great to me. Okay, paste here in bin alongside my amazing other things. Of course, this is not the regular way you install things, but home code bin CMD tools doesn't exist. Oh, okay. I think I have to copy CMD. I'm not doing a very scientific approach here. I just thought, because why I'm doing this, because I did this in my other computer with C2B. That was the simpler, and it was just a standalone tool. You just copy it and it worked. But here I think it's not the case. So it says CMD. So let's actually do it. This tedious, non very scientific way of doing this, but let's just try. Okay, just for fun. We do fun things here. Okay, now let's call V and see if it works. Oh, sorry, B. Yeah, I think it worked. Okay. Now, it has some examples as well, right? So let's enter in examples and see how these worked. These are compiled as well. I don't know if these guys are compiled. Let me move my camera feed. So here we have some compilation, some compiler things. And the problem with this B language is that there is no B IDE. And for me, an IDE is important. And I have, as I use QC Creator for Seeds, it's a great IDE. I recommend you that one if you want. It's not very used, but I think it's very good for C. My favorite actually for C. Probably that and Sea Lion are the best for C. But Sea Lion is paid and it's kind of expensive, so the only other option is Qt Creator. The other IDs are not good. Sorry. I mean, lots of things there. Well, let's start with okay, it has 2048, that game. You know, the first entry right here. Probably I should increase the size of my terminal font so that you guys can probably see it better. Yeah, a lot better, right? Okay, so let's go into this. Main city 2048. It's already compiled, I think. 2048. 2048. Oh, it's oh, it's that B. Sorry, I have to compile it. Okay, so B 2048 that B. Okay, ready? Go. Oh, built-in. Did you forget to add believe to the path? Believe. Okay. What the hell is believe? Believe. Oh, I see. Again. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's try to do it again. Compile. Oh, and it needs a library to show graphics. So we will ask our friend ChatGPT about this. Where is it? Where is ChatGPT? Oh, here it is. Okay. ChatGPT. STP image. Is it something that I didn't copy it again? This is the place. Oh, third party. Yeah, I guess this is it. Sorry. Third party. I know. We were just trying to understand how big B is. It's done. Compiled. Now let's run it. Oh, wow. And it works. Wow, I'm playing. Wow. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Well, I'm going to play this for a while. I'm testing it, right? I used to like playing this game when I was younger. Like when I was probably 18? Probably. Okay. What's a good way of winning in this game? I don't know what's the good way, but what I do is I tend towards putting it to one side, in this case to the right side. I mean, as you can see, the largest numbers are on the right side. Probably I'm playing too fast. I don't know, but well, the largest numbers are on the right side. So now I'm a game streamer. Okay. I always wanted to be a game streamer. Not really, but I like games as well, right? I I don't spend a lot of time playing games, but I do like games. How to say? How to tell you that? So you have to avoid. So far, the performance is great. Have to tell you, it's great performance. Very very responsive. It's working like a charm. So far, I will tell you that it's at least as fast as Java. At least as fast as Java, which is fast. Probably Go will be bit faster than this in some cases. In some cases, I think these will be faster than Go. But I'm just speculating here because I don't know. I just a feeling. Sometimes I'm not bad at those, so um, yeah, I think probably is not quite as fast as C or C++ or Rust, but probably it's near or comparable to the performance of Go, which is not bad at all. Now here we have a problem. I cannot move up or down. I have to move to the left. I don't like to do that. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, so far so good. These examples I think are important because they can show you what the language is capable of. And I don't know how hard, how beautiful the code looks. We can look at it after I lose, because I won't be moving here till I lose. Moving from here till I lose. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, it's going a bit harder right now. It's getting harder. Okay. Wow, that was luck. That was good luck. Oh, it's becoming harder. Oh, game over. Well, 4,044. So far, so good. What was a good idea? What was a good performance? Was good. Can I quit this with regular key presses? Um, Apparently not, but we always have X skill, right? Um, okay, great. So now let's see the code, right? So let's use Nano because it's the fastest way to access whatever code. So this is import GG, GX, math, OS, runtime, struct app, mutable. I think it's mutable, is it? Should be, right? I guess. Struct UI, mutable. So these are like classes for those who come from the object-oriented programming world. Class definitions, struct definitions. Const. I guess this is some sort of shader. I'm not an expert on these things. Or some sort of thing for, I mean, defines the tile colors, tile text. Not bad, not bad. Doesn't look ugly. Looks quite okay. I mean, and the function definitions, do it have to end with a semicolon? No. Oh, that's great as well. Use for performance monitor when the show FPS is passed and use optimize out otherwise. Okay. Position, board, undo, title line, touch info, touch, title format, game state, play, over, victory, free play, label kind, points, moves, tile, victory, game over, score, end, direction, up, down, left, right, utility functions, average. Oh, it's not that bad. What is this function for? Oh, title to left, title line to left. So it moves tiles, whatever it does. Board to left. Board move. Not bad. And I am looking at it in Nano, right? I think there is IntelliJ plugin for B. I would love to use it now to browse this code in IntelliJ without plugin. Of course, as you might noticed, I cannot afford doing that due to memory constraints. But what we're gonna do is, well, the obvious thing, close Brave, right? Okay, Brave is using too much memory right here, so let's just close it. I was thinking about getting a bit more memory. I mean, I think the most memory this... Yeah, I think the most memory this thing supports is 16 gigabytes. Yes, I have 12, so it's only 4 more, but that's, well, decent amount. As you know, sometimes I'm a bit concerned about memory. Okay. Now we're using only 2 gigabytes, which is great. So, do I have IDEA installed here? Yes, I have. Let's open it. Okay. And let's see if we can run here. Oh, let's create a new project, right? Can I create a B project? Do I have B installed here? I think I don't have B installed here, right? But maybe I can search here in plugins. B lang. Oh, I'm searching it installed. Oh, here we are. Already 6,000 downloads. So not bad. Not bad. It says provide support for B language. See quick start guide for documentation. It's opening Brave again, but now it won't use that much memory because the other tabs are just not being initialized. As far as I know, right? Let's see how much memory it's using now. Yeah, 4 gigabytes of 12, not bad. It's installed. Okay, this is the Belang plugin. Quick start guide. Below you can find general instructions how to install the plugin work with B projects in IntelliJ IDEA, CLion, and other IntelliJ-based IDEs. Mini paths and dialog appearance may slightly vary depending on a particular IDE. Okay. If this is your first time using the JetBrains IDE, then read the official documentation. This is not my first time. Install B from source or other installation options. We already have done it. Enable the new UI. All the screenshots in the guide are made with new UI. You will see some difference. New UI came to IntelliJ in 22.3. It's not available before. You could turn it on. Go to settings, appearance, and behavior, new UI. Okay, I will do it. But where is the IntelliJ? Okay. Here it is. Oh, I can create a new project with a show B or something. Yeah, it shows B. Great. Tool chain. It says not tool chain. Our location. Okay. Show our sketchy location. Will it work? I don't know. We've detected it, right? Project name. Competitive programming. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to run B in IntelliJ. Will I become a B languager? A beer? IntelliJ is now a Bosca project, which means it supports B in some way. Or part of B association or whatever. You can let's just take a look at that. Oh, sorry. Okay. Introducing the B Open Source Community Association, Bosca. I've read about this. So yeah, I guess that's good, right? I guess that's good. Well, I like that there exists and I value a lot. I'm grateful for it and a plugin for IntelliJ. I don't know if it works, right? But I'm great for that. Okay. Let's continue. It says enable the new UI settings, the appearance and behavior new UI. Okay. I think it's here. Settings, appearance and behavior new UI. Enable new UI. It's already enabled. Oh, I have enabled. So sorry. Yeah, of course it's enabled. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, install and update the plugin. I've done it. Create a project. I've done it. So it was 0.3 when this tutorial was made, which is not that far ago. It's 3-4 months ago. So now we're using 0.4 and something. Okay, it is done. Okay, open system project, clone repository, project settings. Okay, additional arguments. Just environment variables, run be ferment and save. This is something that I should look into it. For general projects, settings, preferences, languages, frameworks, B. Okay, let's do it. I mean, we're B Spirit, right? Okay, it was settings, frameworks, B. This is the debugger. Additional arguments, environment variables. I don't know what to do here. I would say run B format and save. Right? Okay. Let's do it again. It says okay. Use the debugger to adjust the debugger settings. Blang LLDB. Can I library? This is a Mac OS thing, right? Yeah, he uses Mac OS. Stop execution when panics. Download and update debugger automatically. Run. Okay, run. Control Shift R. Run. Build the main. Debug. Okay, the usual things. Not a lot of information here. Okay, but well, that's good because it means simple. But let me check. I used to run Java programs with Shift F10, and yes, it's working with Shift F10. Control Shift R. it's not working. It's Shift F10. So don't believe what the website say. You just use Shift F10. It will run. I don't like this here, this place. I will move it to the right top. Okay. So, but I think we're using too small of a font here, and it's not easily changeable here, adjustable. So we're gonna increase our font or the whole IDE, like probably. Oh, it has the ability to do some zoom. Let's zoom 125%. Is that better? I think it is. But we also will zoom it, make it 12 here. 12 here, and we'll new UI. We'll also go to our editor in general, or actually font. What's this? 1130. I think I was playing someday with this. I used to decrease line height a bit. Let's see. Is this the place? So hopefully now you can read it better, right? Okay, if I click here, run, Ctrl Shift F10, it says. Build successful. And run here. What happened? Okay, yeah, it ran here. But now let's see what can this bit thing do. So to do this, we will copy the game 2048 to this main.b file. We can do that, right? I guess. Can I open that file here directly? File open, home coder, apps, B. Is it here? Probably it is. Examples. Here we are. So let's see how it shows, the colors and all this and all that. Well, it shows colors. It's not bad. But what if I want to explore like this? No usage is found, it says. Struct board. No usage is found. This is the problem. I would say, well, let's copy. Let's paste it here. It says module main, right? At the top, right? Does this have some sort of main? Let's search. Main, yeah, it said module main at the top, so I'll do that as well here, because I don't know what it means. Can I run this? Will it work? I don't know. Oh, it worked, but it's not showing. It's not showing the numbers. What the hell? Not showing the numbers. Why? I don't know. Well, it exit with escape. That's cool. Draw text not initialized. Font not initialized. Affiliate to query system DPI value. Assuming default is 96. Probably something that has something to do with the IDE. I don't know. But, well, let's go to the main. Let's just frame. This is the. Okay. Let's try to navigate through to draw. Okay, now let's try to navigate back from draw. Not bad. Update tickers. Not bad. Init. Main, okay. New game. Okay, you're winning my heart. You're winning my heart. You are winning my heart. I'll give it an 8 out of 9. Yeah. I mean, I'm impressed. I mean, in some ways works better than Qt Creator. I mean, Qt Creator can do all of these things that I did here, but it's harder to do. It's not that easy, right? Just for testing that, what I did there. For example, I want to see where this instr is being called from. I'm pressing Control click and it's not going. So the guys at Qt Creator, please fix this. It would be great if you show a dialog there that shows where these I'm calling this function. However, you can find that if you press Shift Control U and then you click down here, you'll find from where it's being called. I mean, it's another way of doing it, but it's easier just to point and click. Well, maybe this just favors, keyboard usage over mouse usage, and IntelliJ does the opposite. IntelliJ favors, I guess, mouse usage. I don't know, because I haven't. That's how you use things when you don't read the whole manual and you don't practice for a year. You use the mouse, right? And yeah, I think what at least this should be shown right here or in the dialog when I say control click. This goes to the definition with control click, but this doesn't go to the call from where I'm calling it if I use control click from the implementation of the function. As you can see, it doesn't go. I have to say, control shift U, it will show it down here, it will show this. And only there I can see that it's been called from in way too long words 71A, which is correct, but it's a bit more tedious, I would say. To be fair, it it's possible to do it, but it's a bit more tedious. So point for that, point to IntelliJ and B for that, the B plugin for IntelliJ and for IntelliJ as well. So yes, IntelliJ is a bit better than Qt Creator, have to tell you. Well, the problem is, sometimes that IntelliJ uses more memory as well. So you can see here how much memory I'm using, and this is IntelliJ. 1.9 gigabytes. So it's 2 gigabytes, and Qt Creator is only 400 megabytes. So it has more features and it's a bit easier and more friendly, but uses 5 times as much memory as Qt Creator. So 5 Qt Creators fit in one IntelliJ. 5. Why? Because it uses Java. That's the reason. That's really the reason, because it uses Java. Yeah, that's it. So, should I use B? Should I learn B? With this new IntelliJ plugin, I would, yes. If there was not some tool like that, I won't learn it. I would not learn it. But with these tools, I would learn it. So probably in the next video, you will see me learning some B. You will see me learning some B. Yeah. So I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.